Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. In the last episode, we had a big battle with the low Earth blockaders who got more or less decimated, but we are repairing the one surviving damaged ship and also building some new ones to replace the casualties we took. The Ceres attack fleet is on the way, but it is still going to take quite a time to get there, so it might not even arrive by the end of the episode. We'll see. All these long-term plans, especially with these really slow ships, and it's something that we really need tech-wise, is that we're really struggling with ship speed. I would love to have some better weapons now. We are kind of focusing on global tech at the minute. One of the things I will definitely like to do, once I have the ultraviolet arc laser cannon and ships of the line, I'd love to build some lancers with ultraviolet arc lasers. I think that would be really, really good. Remember, the lancers have the 4 nose. Then the arc lasers are just the same as the other ones, but they do more damage, they're better at longer range. And we'll have these 960 centimeter ultraviolet arc laser cannons, which armor effectiveness at 600 kilometers, 11%. Like, they just don't even care about armor. 1% when you're that close. Absolutely insane weapon. I mean, it's technically not even that good, as you've seen from the other battles. But it's a real step up from our other weapons. Yeah, those will be good, but unfortunately we're really limited by our movement right now. We would love to be able to build up a nice fleet and go wherever we want and try and take some more water spots, but we're just so slow at moving around that it's really, really painful. What can we do about that? We need better engines, and the other thing I would also love, even though these weapons would be nice, I'd actually love better weapons. After we do Mission to Jupiter, we're oddly quite close to plasma weapons. We only need high temperature superconductors, magnetic plasma confinement, and then we can unlock the plasma weapons. Now, magnetic plasma confinement does unlock a few new reactors, which should hopefully send me towards some better engine types. We can try and, after that, we could try and do things like magnetic nozzles, which unlocks, as you can see, all of these torch lanterns and drives and stuff. So this will definitely be something we can go for. I'm sure one of these or a few of these will be really, really nice. At least for now, before we get, the super overpowered antimatter drives, which we might not even bother with. So I think plasma weapons and then trying to do this for one of these drives would be really nice, and they both require this. So I think global techs will go plasma weapons, then we'll get this, and we'll see if we can get some really, really strong plasma weapon-based ships with magnetic nozzles, because if you think our weapons are doing all right now, I mean, they're clearly not, as you saw in the last battle. They just struggled to break any of those ships. Plasma weapons would have decimated that battle. And if we then have the freedom to move around, it should make things a lot easier. That's what we're going to focus on in tech. For now on Earth, we'll just continue with what we've been doing. The free alien invasion ships are on the way. Go to N key, let's zoom in. Okay, so yeah, the alien invasion ship, this one, arrived 23rd of May, 2038, so still quite a ways off. We have plenty of time before it shows up, but it is 3 assault carriers who will all land at the same time, which is 9 armies. We can handle 9 armies with what we've got here. So, what we need to deal with, though, are these 9 megafauna. The AI have kind of been collecting up these megafauna from all over Africa. They've built a real collection. So we'll bring the American army home, we'll take out as many, we'll take out all of the megafauna. And then we'll basically just leave after that. And then we should have easily the armies to crush the new alien armies when they show up. And yeah, that should work out well. In terms of nations, obviously we're very happy with our 2 here. We incorporated Mexico last episode. It would be quite nice to maybe start incorporating some of these, which I will try and work on in this episode. Most of these will have to be countries we'll invade, just because they're so small, they'll be hard to integrate peacefully. But the ones we can integrate peacefully, we'll try. Same with some countries around China. I mean, like Mongolia is almost impossible to integrate peacefully. So in fact, right now we could just declare war on it. We're rivals, it's controlled by the servants, so I don't really mind declaring war on it. That could be something we could do, although for now we want to make sure that our armies are focused down here. When we return, that will be a good one. Peacefully grabbing South Korea, really important. It's 14, it's just a great, great country. Malaysia is actually doing really well. 5.5 boost, 6 out of 7. Now we do only get one of Malaysia's 2 regions, but as you can see, based on the mission control thing, it's the only good region, Kuala Lumpur. This region over here, Brunei, we don't really need to worry about. Even if it gets separated from us, eventually it will be part of the big Indonesia nation, so we can just let them worry about that. Thailand is not in a great spot. Vietnam is in a great spot. And Myanmar, for some reason, is actually doing well, which is one of the first times I've ever seen Myanmar not be a complete mess. That's pretty good. Yeah, there's some nice countries down here. It's actually... Asia's looking really nice, so Pan-Asian Combine, once it's all combined up, should be a real powerhouse, even though it already is. Now, in terms of what we're going for, we're doing alright for mission control right now, so I'm going to stop doing this. Now, there are a few things we could focus on. One of the things part of me would like to do, rather than focusing on more countries, would actually be to build up Pan-Asia even more, mainly by focusing on economy. If we can get, because of its massive population, even just a little bit of bonus economy would make a huge difference to its GDP, and that would massively impact its science, give it more investment points, which then we could put into economy, and it's kind of this feedback cycle. I mean, if you can get countries, which I've done before, up to like, you know, instead of 33,000 billion, if you can get this up to like 100, like, these countries go absolutely insane. Part of me would love to do that, because I think we're almost in a position where we actually have the freedom to do that right now. We have the control cap, we have more control cap coming in. I mean, I would like to go wide, but it's a real option. We could really focus on trying to do government, maybe democratize it, or of course we can just do army, as it is our biggest armies, and there are a lot of aliens coming. So maybe for a little bit we could just do military. But a part of me would love to do it like this and just boost up this economy score. Maybe that would help us longer term with that massive population. Get it a little bit closer to United States of North America's number. I think that would be nice. So we'll do that for a little bit. And yeah, other than that, let's continue. Of course, we built all these shipyards. See how many of them survive. Probably went a little bit overboard, we really don't need this many, but I always err on the side of it's better to have too many shipyards than too few. Okay, low of blockaders are repaired. My goodness, so many alien facilities. Okay, even more.
Our people have taken control.
Oh yeah, and we were trying to keep Congo for ourselves so we can use it as a landing point to progress into Africa.
Ready
So
for my
Leah, defend the point you just took.
making things safe for our people.
Bahramal, we need to keep making sure we're dealing with this xenofauna, because it's actually getting a little bit out of hand over here.
Reporting in.
And Mauricia can also help fight, so we should be doing that with him when we can.
Ready to go.
Yen,
At your service.
let's
Meeting
do
our
that,
case.
although we should maybe do South Korea. Start trying to work on it. Yeah, let's do that
I will
instead.
tell our story.
Ready. Ready to go.
How are we doing? Yeah, unrest in America is fine. I think we should drop it down at least
We'll make
once.
things safe.
Just because the rest value I do expect to go up, because as cohesion drops to its rest value of 2.9, it's going to go up. Also with American priorities, we do need to get this welfare. We need to make sure this rest cohesion value of 2.9 is just too low. We want it back up to 5. Now that we've incorporated Mexico, so let's get the inequality down.
I will help them.
Let's advise with Sydney. Okay, more alien bases. Okay, so the armies have all arrived. in the Congo. So the combined armies of both America and China. Let's move out.
Offering counsel.
We have our
Securing our
drones.
control.
We have our tanks with their fancy guns. Versus these giant monsters.
Public opinion is moving
And
in
they
our
shouldn't really
direction.
have anywhere to go. They should be able to just kind of escape to surrounding provinces, at which point we'll just basically hunt them down. It's not that easy to run away in this game unless you have access to the sea.
The LZ is secure.
Okay, here we go. Big battle. This is easily the biggest battle of the campaign so far.
The LZ is secure.
If it looks like we're struggling too much, we can always just drop a nuke on these megafauna, but that really does not look necessary. And the Malian administration has expanded. Oh, this is not a good time for this event. So Taiwan, there's like a strange sea monster. So if you can see, this is minus 4% GDP and stuff like that. And if things even get worse, not only we do lose the 4% GDP, but we also they just get a megafauna. If we send the naval task force, because we have navies, you just get a bit of xenoforming, and if it's bad, you still get the megafauna, but it's not as big. Let's do a naval task force, because this one seems to also have the GDP loss. This is the only way we avoid it. Okay, here we go. The military sensor equipment available to our naval task force allowed it to quickly determine the presence and magnitude of the local xenoform investigation. Having identified the problem, the task force proceeded to address it with maximum force. The waters will be safe for a while. But we do need to get rid of this xenofauna on Taiwan. I just mainly, because it can't really spread from here, I've mostly been ignoring it. Yeah, it definitely does need to be addressed. Let's advise America, who has the second highest command actually.
Ready.
Leah.
Standing by.
Reporting in.
I mean, it's technically Mauricia, but I would like Mauricia to continue fighting xenofauna.
What's the up?
But Mauricia, how much XP do you have? You have 20 XP.
Taking it the dam. Where to?
Let's give you +1 command, and let's also give you the thing that gives you command. Force tracker, +1 command. That should help you deal. This is this stage of the game we can kind of like try and work on secondary attributes for our counselors, so when they're not doing one thing, they can be doing another thing.
Your orders.
Lending my expertise.
Give me advise.
Your orders.
Let's do some diplomacy actually.
Ready. Making contact.
Contact the ancient
What's
Wong and Abe. Let's see how these factions feel about us. See if maybe we can get some trades. Yeah, and the megafauna are getting crushed, or at least some of them are.
Assistance.
Our armies are taking damage as well, though.
Reaching out. If the nearest horizon is all you desire, you may have it.
Yes, he has a lot of fission reactors, stuff like that. Cyclotron. Okay. The exotic radiator. Okay, nothing we actually care about there. Nothing we care about there. Let's just give him a little gift of 1 metal so he likes me, and then we'll continue.
Reaching out.
Even this guy still likes me. Yeah, it's literally all the same projects. Now we might need to back off with 1 or 2 armies if they get too damaged here. I mean, I'm looking at America too. Feels like the alien megafauna don't get weaker as they get more damage. It means that our armies are kind of losing strength as they take damage, but the aliens are not. Rapid shipbuilding, huge. Set as favourite. Alien ship has arrived in L1 orbit. A random battleship. Is it going to attack me? I honestly probably would if I was it. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll continue fighting these. Okay, one of those megafauna should be about to be killed. Yeah, once these get to about 20%, we'll pull them out. Try and send them home to heal up. Okay, megafauna down.
Where do you need me?
Aframal's advising China, even though American armies are better, just because China has one extra army.
Ready for my mission.
Where do you need me?
Acknowledged.
Keep advising.
Where do you need me?
Where do you need me?
I'm here.
Ready.
Sydney,
Offering assistance.
what should you do, Sydney?
Where do you need me?
Where do you need me?
Keep advising as well.
Reporting
Out.
in.
Let's see if we can catch more aliens, because we haven't caught any for a little bit.
Reporting in.
Making me a little bit
Ready to
worried.
go. Lending my expertise.
At your service.
And we'll do
Eyes up.
everything else. Check our nations.
Ready
Yep,
for
they're all
orders.
looking good.
Standing by. We're going in.
Okay, confirm.
Standing by.
And we'll just keep fighting this xenofauna. See the respective health here. There's one that looks like it's about to die as well.
On overwatch.
I will help them.
Oh, too many pop-ups. Alright. But one is on 24%. Our Nigerians are coming to help. Nice. Europe is just constantly invading Nigeria. Just can't let it go. Yeah. Is Europe at war with India? No. Even though there are Indian armies in Nigeria. If it was, I would explain who will be getting nuked.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Is it America 2? Let's pull you out. There's no point in risking you getting destroyed. Okay, a breakthrough in Arcadia Planitia. Let's honestly do mining for right now. Ultraviolet arc laser cannon. Rapid shipbuilding. Let's... No point in rushing ships to the line. We don't have water to build any lancers anyway.
Never forget that the true power in any kingdom
Okay.
is not the man on the throne, but instead those who quietly stand at his shoulders.
Very,
Commander Fiona
very
Iowati,
true words
dating
there.
In the shadow of war.
So if we do launch 31 probes and discover all of Jupiter and everything, we probably won't be doing Jupiter for a little bit, but it's just nice to have it done. Okay, then the high temperature superconductors. Get these global techs out the way. We can get beautiful... Oh, not one of these events again. We could spend an insane amount of money just to avoid a tiny bit of damage. Let's not do that. Let's just do that and then allow Pan Asia 6. Okay, one megafauna down. Lots of others should be about to be going down as well. Okay. Now, armies that heal faster while in their home province, so just go to your home province.
Ready for my mission. Lending my expertise.
Okay, keep advising, keep
Standing
advising.
by for orders.
Ready.
Ready to go.
What's the up?
Let's try and keep up defend interests
Secure.
at this stage of the game, because I don't know what kind of agents people will have.
Standing by for orders.
Ready to go. Securing our
So
interests.
asset,
Reporting in. Gear up.
investigate this alien because it has a slightly higher espionage score.
Tracking target.
The armies are all alright.
I will help them.
Okay, good.
Protecting our interests. Offering assistance.
The 25% bonus damage to megafauna has definitely helped out.
We've got some intel in our target.
Go home. Honestly, I might just send all the armies home just to go and repair them after this. Yep. Let's everyone go home. Let's go home and repair. The Chinese armies are going that way. The American armies are allowed through Cameroon.
Score one for
Oh my
the
God,
good
we
guys.
conquered that province so fast. In the tiny time it took me to send my armies home, we almost took the alien capital, which is not really what I want to be doing. Not really that it matters at this stage, even the massive spike in threat. I mean, we're very threatening as is. I'd still rather avoid it. Okay, ships of the line. What else should we do? Let's do... Ooh, there's choices here. Let's just do random thrive because it's only cost 1,000. Okay, San Juan region decolonized. That's actually really cool. There's actually quite a lot of population, and one of the things I usually do with America is I will give this to the Caribbean states and then reintegrate it back, and that way it's no longer a colony. But we just don't need to do that. We only have one colony region left, which is Alaska, which I assume at some point will be decolonized. We've lost the point in the Congo to the servants. At this point, we can lose the Congo. It doesn't really matter. Especially if Cameroon is going to be so nice and allow us in. I wonder if Cameroon will ally China. Cameroon? Yeah, they will. Yeah, let's do that as well then. So that way we can just get in through Cameroon. We don't even need the Congo.
Offering assistance.
And we'll just keep advising.
Where to?
Aframal. Keep fighting
Heading to the
Xenofauna.
Where to?
Ready for my mission.
I'll investigate 37.
Ready to go.
Ready for my mission.
Leah,
We'll see what they're up to.
do one of the investigates.
Ready for
And then
orders.
Yen, keep up the
We'll see
public
what we can
campaigning.
find.
Acknowledged. We'll make our
Actually, we need someone advising China
Yeah.
still. We have 1.2k water for now. How close are we with these shipyards? 24th of May. Okay, on the 24th of May, we'll probably build a few more ships in Earth.
Lending my expertise. Prepping for next mission.
Let's design our new ships. So, ship designer, we now have the Lancer. So we can get the 960 centimeter ultraviolet laser cannon, which yes does not actually require exotic. I thought all ultraviolets require exotics. Apparently it's only the ultraviolet phasers do. I got a comment about this a while ago, and this is the first time I've had to check it. And yeah, Don't even need exotics. Look how huge that gun is. Absolutely terrifying weapon. Now the thing is, it would technically be better to have ultraviolets here, but it doesn't really matter. We can just use these. We'll do 3, so an extra point defense style spot. Let's get the nanotube armor. The battery. Same power plant and engine we've always used. Same radiator. Now we do have alien ECM, so let's do ECM. Let's do boost to engines. Let's do the molten salt heatsink. Obviously the repair bay. Targeting computer? Sure. Let's try it. So, because the ECM has changed, so it means our weapons should get jammed by their ECM less. And then a laser engine. Okay. This might be an incredibly slow... So this kind of ship, I could never have away from Earth. This ship would be a ship that would basically just exist around Earth. Because, to be honest, for a Lancer, we really need a better engine than the burner drive. Like, it's really struggling. Maybe we should build some of these just as ways of controlling Earth. It's just, the problem with these ships is that, I mean, I like it. It's a good ship. It's just so slow. You can do it as the penetrator, which is strategic range. Oh, no, it has to be protector. Patrol. Strategic range short, combat range minimum. Yeah, sure. It's a patrol ship, so it doesn't leave Earth orbit. Maybe this would be okay. It's just 1.7 milligauge. You're getting so slow at that point. I'd love some better engines. We'll build a few of them, I think, because I think it's worth it. But I can't promise we'll build that many. Yeah, we'll save that design. We'll build a few. Keep ourselves safe.
I will report when mission is complete.
Person of interest.
I don't like them hanging around Switzerland when Switzerland is a nuclear armed nation.
Person of interest surveil.
Oh my god, look at Switzerland's GDP. That's insane. The economy priority here is so good. And look at this inequality. Is it Switzerland right now and contributing as little as possible to climate change? They're basically a utopia at this stage. Wow. What a country. I'm sorry, at some stage we'll probably incorporate you into the European Union and ruin you. This alien is actually trying to enthrall the mass media of Switzerland to be on its side, and it is about to succeed. Okay, Mercury. It's actually been so long since we've had to worry about new sites. You kind of forget that it's even a mechanic. So, there are some high quality sites. This is a really, really good Mercury. Obviously no water, but metals. I mean, look at some of these rare metal sites. Really quite quality. At this stage of the game, we have spare mission control. I think it's time to expand. Let's claim a lot of these. Now, if you look down here, the found settlement requires so much boost. I'm actually just going to found outposts and then immediately upgrade them to tier 2. So I found a tier 1 with boost and then upgrade to tier 3. Oh. Tolkien Crater, 14 rare metals, 54 basic. Yes. Susei Planitia, only 12. Yep, really, really good. There's another 14 rare metals, 48 normal metals. Yep. And then we start getting into the ones where I'm a little bit more skeptical. I mean, this is 11 rares, so we'll definitely take that. Okay. Now these last ones, 5.7, 5.8, 6.2. The 6.2 only has 28 regular metals. Even though it's a slightly more regular metals, it's slightly more rare metals. Its regular metals is so low. And this one has 7.5 visuals. So I think we will take Procolive Crater for a nice visual bonus. But the other three, I think this one doesn't even have any rares. Its normal metals isn't that good. This one's kind of okay, but it's not amazing. And this one is really not that good. So I think we take Prokofiev. And then I think the last three we just leave for AIs to take. Don't want to be too greedy, you know. Only take the 5 best slots and leave the rest. Now we'll build one of these together and then I'll cut out the other ones. So Tull, Beam Crater. Okay, actually we can't even build any of them right now. I completely forgot. So Settlement Core. And then we're going to have to do that for all of them because obviously we can only build the rest of the modules once we arrive because we built them at tier 2. So I will quickly go through, rename them all and upgrade them to the Settlement Core with a cut. Okay, I've done that. They're all got... so by the time the tier 1 module arrives from Earth, the tier 2 one will be built. I was just thinking, and honestly, I think Adventure Repairs, it's better than these two. It's still not that... It's not amazing. But the things with Mercury, it has a kind of a special thing that makes it, even if it's not that good for certain mines, it's still really good. So I think I'm going to grab Adventure Repairs as well. Because it's not terrible. And one of the things with Mercury, obviously if you've played this game any amount of times, you will know this, but these solar panels, basic ones give 67, the super ones give 280. What that means, with just 2 solar panels, you can power your entire base. So if you remember, one of the reasons why I liked fusion was that you only need 4 fusion reactor arrays, where with fission reactors you needed 6, right? Because these give 80, fission give, and each of these cost about 40 to power, depending on what it is, right? So you kind of have 2 of the 1 power for every 2 modules. But with because the solar ones give you 280, essentially you just need 2 and you can power the whole thing. You could get away with 1, but I will always build 2, because if your bases get bombarded by aliens, if they hit, if you only have 1 power, if they hit that 1 power, it will disable all of your defenses and you can't do anything. So just like the reason we have 2 layered defense arrays is because if one gets taken out, we still have another. You want 2 power at least, so if one gets taken out, you still have another. But it gives us, on Mercury, 2 extra slots for labs and things. Which, reason why it's not so crazy, it's only 2 extra slots. Like, at the end of the day, I'd rather have a better mine elsewhere, 9 times out of 10, than just building it on Mercury just because. Have a better mine elsewhere with only 2 less slots in it, but it's still nice to have. So yeah, that's why we'll build 1 more on Mercury. And once all this is done on Mercury, we'll build a few more science here, and we might even build some of the like pure science building, the research labs. We'll see how we do, see how we feel. And so yeah, the last 2 slots we'll leave open for the AI, and that will be our Mercury. That's a really, really good looking Mercury. Mercury is also a great place for shipyards because, you know, less power. Shipyards always require a lot of power, so. But as I say, I mean, Earth is always going to be the place for shipyards because it's the most important part of, like, it's the most important area to control in the entire game. You could argue Jupiter, to be honest. You know, Earth is where the game is won and lost, so we will worry about Earth. Let's research this. The mission control costs for the fleet by 20%. Maybe we'll try and build like a flagship for our fleet with the flag bridge or some of our future fleets. Could be worth doing. Let's rush rapid shipbuilding. I mean, this tech here, Advanced Missile Warfare Doctrine, has been here literally for so long at this point. The AI have they're just not touching it. They're not finishing it. AI are barely touching global techs for quite a while. They must be all stuck on their engineering projects, which is slightly annoying. Because I usually rely on the AI to do most global tech, to be honest.
I will help them.
Acknowledged.
Yep, so all the armies are returning home to repair up. I don't know, Nigeria is actually going to finish off this province, Bangui, because we gave it a nice tick. So that would be quite nice for the AI to do. I thought Mali was the alien administration. It's just the exact same color. It's an independent country. Okay.
At your service.
Yeah, Abbott, you can advise
Offering
China.
support.
Ready to go.
Oh, I know. Leah Abbott, let's kill 37, even though 37 is terrible.
Ready for my mission.
Let's kill him before he can turn good. He's a bit tricky to kill, you know.
Tracking
Let's do
target.
64. He is hard target.
I'm here.
Your
Let's
orders?
defend Leah.
At your service.
Let's try and arrest him as well.
Where do you need me?
Where to?
Let's defend
Ready
Alp
for orders. Eyes on target.
and Dahramal.
Defending the VIP.
Yep, has finished off that
Standing by.
xenofauna. All the xenofauna here is gone. That's the only xenofauna in my space currently. Let's just investigate alien activity and continue. Yeah, okay.
Offering
Rapid shipbuilding will be nice.
Defending the VIP.
on guard.
We should also get maybe at some point projects for better armor and stuff. And I'm not talking about kind of exotic armor. Because while exotic armor will be better armor because it requires exotics, it will be quite difficult to use. But we might try it a little bit. Especially the exotic like batteries, they can be very small and only tiny bit of exotics. It's one of those things where it really depends how your exotics are going,
Mission aborted.
or if you would rather save all your exotics for your plasma weapons, or what weapons you're using, and your engines, because those are by far the most important ship components. Okay. We've built the defenses in L1. Very, very nice. Okay, and the other shipyards all ready. I mean, if all these shipyards never get blown up, these will just be our shipyards for the entire game. So, the Safari class Lancer. See, look how long these take to build. As the ships get bigger, these take like a whole year just to build it. And it's partly making me want to build like some of these earlier ships. Because the difference from 720 to 960 is reasonably large, but it's not ginormous. I think this ship is just too slow. I think I'd rather build the Yi Guanjis. So let's go fleets and ship construction then. So let's find our ship classes. Let's look at the Yu Guanji. Let's upgrade. Oh, so we also need to obsolete. So Sears Block 3, let's obsolete. Let's get rid of the Safari class. So the Yu Guanji, let's upgrade. The Block 3, I feel like we've only built one block, but sure. Let's, instead of using the green, 30%. Switch to this, 18%. Yep, valid refit. I mean, honestly, yeah, this is fine. Yep, let's save. Ship classes. EU Guanji. I don't know why it's just skip block 2. It's block 3, sure. Ship construction. Ship classes. Obsolete the old one. Ship construction. EU Guanji block 3. Let's yeah, we are building the old ones here. So the block 3s, let's build... Just build 4, as many as our water can allow. And yeah, that should help us defend Earth. And Eurasian Union has agreed with Somalia to end the Eurasian Union-Somalia war. Good news. Now those megafauna are gone, like the British armies are back to conquer stuff. Should make it easier. Rapid shipbuilding. Yep, random drives. We'll focus back on the global tech. The alien administration has annexed Ethiopia. Okay. It's quite big. And there is a megafauna here, which they now have control over. It'd be nice if the European Union stopped invading Nigeria. What's this army? Oh my goodness. Papa 48. Look how big this AI fleet is. That's incredible. How are these ships? Infrared laser, 480. That's small. Or a... No, it's not. It's a battleship, so it has a small nose. Ion cannons. Wow. That's a cool ship. Not particularly good, I don't think, but... Yeah. And they're all just bombarding. I guess they're bombarding this army here. So that Nigeria can win. Yeah, the 10th mountain. That's smart. That's cool. I've never seen the AI do stuff like that before. That's really, really cool to see. And definitely something I should do, potentially, at some point if I need to. Like, even if those alien armies land, I can just bring my fleet over to just start bombarding their armies. Although I imagine alien armies get a massive defense from orbital bombardment. Because they have all the techs which defend against that kind of thing. Okay, let's keep looking for aliens.
I'm here.
What's the up?
Who is this? Oh, it's Leah Abbott. I was like, 25 espionage?
Eyes up.
Your orders.
Okay, yeah, we've done that.
Your orders.
Yen has been discovered by aliens. Let's go to ground. We did do a public opinion mission here, and it's still there. Daframal, fight off xenofauna.
Where do you need me?
Leah Abbott, do the advice of China. Our economy is going up in China. It's not going up particularly fast, though. Do Remass Scoop in case I ever decide to build it later on. So this lets you basically refuel at gas giants. Which maybe at some point I might want.
I will help them.
Not right now, though.
Offering assistance.
Going off the grid.
Setting a watch.
Ready for your orders.
Yeah, it does public campaign, okay. It'll be nice once we have all these Mercury bases as well. It'll make things, it'll just give me a lot more metals and rare metals and stuff, which will be really nice to have. How is the Ceres attack fleet doing? I mean, it's almost in position. Like, Ceres is on its way. Okay, Eurasian Union has decided to declare war on Sudan. Typical AI things.
Target destroyed.
And our armies are repairing. Global warming reaches 2 degrees. New warming threshold. Human-induced warming has now reached 2 degrees above pre-industrial levels. It is now expected that heat days will continue to get worse, exposing 37% of the world's population to extreme heat at least once every 5 years. Extreme storms of flooding more likely. And coral reefs are expected to decline by more than 99%. Let's just pay to say public opinion. We're allowed to deny everything because we're the Academy, which again doesn't really make any sense. I always like this one as well for Exodus. It's like, oh, we don't really care about this planet. Let's just light a match on the way out, you know? We'll say, oh no, and everyone will like us for it. Yeah. It's actually like massive. Like, look at these opinions all of a sudden. Everyone loves us. You should ally the aliens to stop global warming. I say we should do something about this, and then I'm putting no points into environment. Very typical. No, I am putting them in China. Hey, the World Health Organization, which is 13%, 15% life science, but also 10% welfare. It's really, really good, but the problem is because of the money cost. I don't really want us to be spending all that money. But it is nice to get a nice boost to welfare.
Ready to go.
Ready for orders.
Leah Abbott, let's keep advising.
At your service.
Let's start taking out alien bases to start farming exotics.
Taking it to them.
With Dark Ramal, and then I guess probably Mauricia, because you do need to protect for these missions, because if Dark Ramal critically fails, she gets captured.
Initiating recon.
Ready for my mission. We must persuade the people.
Okay, and we'll work on South Korea a little bit more. We have the points for it. Let's do Freedom Fighters. Is Pan-Asia, you even allied to South Korea? If we ally now, that can speed us up. They would accept, so yeah, let's do that. Help us incorporate Korea.
I will help them.
Sitting a watch.
Defending the VIP.
How are we doing down here? I see a megafauna has come to stop Nigeria.
The people will come to our side.
Let's send the American army back over to kill that megafauna. Don't need to bring the Chinese one, just bring the American one. Yeah, and unrest and stuff is rising in America. I don't really like that. Okay, and we can do get rid of some debris. Sure, we'll get rid of some. Well, there's a lot of debris in L1 because of all those space battles. Oh, thank you, United Kingdom, for extending our land for us. We have to do the panic again. It's an annoying event. Congo immediately falls to the servants just as it gets annexed. This always happens though. Whenever you conquer land from the aliens and you release these countries, it just immediately goes to the servants. Because the AI just do not like you liberating the countries.
Lending my expertise.
Ready.
Also, I guess the people don't want to be
Support.
liberated, you know.
Where to?
But based on this public opinion wheel, it seems like they do. Most people don't care. I guess is fair enough. Alp? No, Espionage 10, espionage 11, yep, still no aliens. Interestingly that we haven't found aliens for a few turns in this area of China,
Ready for orders.
Where to?
considering how
Ready
good
for orders.
those regions usually are for us. Let's just continue farming exotics on Earth.
Gear up.
Ready to go.
Ready for my mission.
I'm here.
Yep, keep going. Let's do one more public campaign in South Korea, and then we'll probably start trying to grab it next turn. Okay, more engines.
Offering support.
Offering assistance.
We are nearly done with wormholes, actually. That'll be nice. That'll be more story progress. I mean, we know the wormhole is at Enki. I don't know how it takes us 30k to realize that the wormhole is on Enki. Like, I think our scientists are kind of... I feel like I'm being scammed by my scientists here. It's the same when we were doing the other science projects, and it's like, oh, we just asked humanity first for it. And it's like, well, what were we researching then? Okay, alien. Let's get rid of this alien as well. Or maybe this one, depending on who has higher espionage. The economy is going up very slowly though. That's kind of always the case with economy. It's always a very, very slow increase. Alien administration wants to end the war? No? It'd be nice if the European Union stopped invading Nigeria and actually did something useful, like fight the aliens. Maybe this Nigerian army is somehow kind of holding its own against the megafauna. I mean, it's done so much damage to it. Okay, let's go in and assist.
Find the numbers.
Okay, and one is, yep, reduce alien abductions, gather exotics. The wormhole. You can read the generic one. It's very interesting. Research.
Chancellor, the alien wormhole is a gateway into our solar system, but we believe the door swings both ways.
We have completed the research wormhole's objective. The Hydras have created an artificial space-time discontinuity. We'll move on. Also known as a wormhole, at their base in the Kuiper Belt. In any other circumstance, this would revolutionize our understanding of physics and open up new branches of science. In our present situation, it primarily represents a threat. So long as the wormhole is active, the Hydras will be able to continuously reinforce their invasion forces. However, the wormhole also represents an opportunity. We could, in theory, take advantage of the Hydra wormhole to contract the Hydra leadership directly. The problems with this plan are obvious and massive, yet it represents our only reasonable chance of achieving a permanent peace. And there is a new energy and commitment amongst our personnel. Let's get to work. Oh, that's so positive. Usually Academy ones are quite negative. Yeah, we're excited. I mean, yeah, there are problems. In fact, we need to basically conquer it in the first place. I like the idea of this. I feel like this is like we're kind of like we're going up the chain, you know. The Hydra that are here don't want to listen to us. They don't take us seriously. So we're basically like going to their management, being like, your employee is impossible to deal with. Please, can we actually speak to someone who will take us seriously and actually talk to us? Maybe it'll work. Maybe it will work. I mean, talking to the Hydra generals, they're probably not the kind of people who care about peace. You know, they're all about conquering and military anyway. Maybe someone else in the civilian government will care about us more. It's quite logical. That makes sense. Because at this point, all this stuff is all like new to me. I've never gotten this far of Academy before. So I don't know. My interpretation of the story may be of a different one. I don't know. That's how I'm kind of looking at this. Seems smart. Research the alien choke point. The wormhole is both our way to the Hydras and their way to supply their invasion force. To negotiate them, we will have to use it. If that fails, we may have to destroy it. Complete the choke point project when it becomes available. We need their purpose and wormholes. We will definitely be doing that. Let's do get component armoring, even though usually I don't, but this will keep like your weapons and stuff safe. From enemy things. It's quite nice to have component armoring. When we build lancers, we'll almost certainly have it on. And yeah, then we'll look at the alien choke point. See what we can see, how we can try and diplomatically reason with their masters. Try and help them that there's a, you know, there's a better way. We should stop fighting. We should invade other aliens instead or something.
What's the up?
Let's advise America. Now what should we do with... Let's purge Mongolia and let's try and invade it.
At your service. Time to make our move.
Oh no, we should let's investigate some of these aliens. 17, 18.
Eyes on target.
Standing by for orders.
Just investigate the 18.
Reporting in.
Baframal has been discovered by the servants. Don't like
Going
that.
silent.
Ready.
Let's see if we can invade Mongolia. Okay. Join the low Earth blockaders. One of them I forgot to click on. Merge. So now let's go here. Ship construction. Refit.shipped. This one to the... Oh look, we could make it a Joan of Arc. No, are you going... She... And then once we've done that, we'll also upgrade all of our little fighters. So let's go to the ship designer, also ship classes. It is the series block 3 destroyer, so let's upgrade it to a block 4. Let's change the main weapon. Yep. And then we can try and upgrade our other ships. We don't want to upgrade all of them at once. We want to keep this guy's here just in case an alien ship decides while they're all upgrading. That's the time to strike. The alien choke point is ready. Let's research it. We formulate plans to turn the tide by exploiting the alien supply line.
I have new information.
Let's do it.
We've got some
Alpha
intel on
40?
target.
Wow, this alien was literally just recruited. They literally have no traits. The megafauna is down. All go home. Join the lower blockaders. And then go back. Ship refit docked ship. The Sears block 2 destroyer. I mean, those block 2s, we never... So there was a few destroyers that literally didn't even have arc lasers. Oh, these all require a lot of water. How much? Okay, let's go back then. The Sears block 3. Because yeah, these aren't going to be leaving Earth anytime soon. So you have 21 KPS. Here's block 3. Let's change out your weapon. And let's knock you down to just so you're at the same. There we go. Here's block 5 and then... Yeah, Sears block 5. There we go. Ship construction. Refit dock ship. And then we will upgrade all of them to be upgraded. There we go. And then we should have a much better little fleet here. With the ultraviolet weapons. Very, very nice. European Union is asking its ally, Asian Combine, to join its attack on the Micronesian states. Oh, interesting. No, because that's the war we want for America. But we should actually be invading that for America. Let's unify with Singapore. That has given us a second army, though. We should delete that army. Or maybe build it a navy. I think we'll delete it. Nope. And decline that. So yeah, we now have Singapore. Because our money is looking good. That will reduce our spoils a little bit, but... that's fine. Join the lower blockaders, join the lower blockaders. Once the lower blockaders are ready again, we'll maybe try and start fighting some things in orbit. But honestly, we probably should be waiting for the invasion fleet and try and take that out. Let's try and get better missiles, maybe for our exofighters. How close is the series attack fleet? Okay, it's still miles away. Yeah, and we'll kill Alpha 40. I think that's an alright time to end the episode. It's one of those episodes again where nothing much happened. We did kill all the megafauna, which I guess that was kind of exciting. And in fact, no, we'll wait for the alien capital to be conquered, I think. And we'll do that next episode. It's about to be conquered. Just not looking good for the alien administration right now. Even though they are large and they do keep growing. They're kind of growing peacefully, but with the powers of war, they are not going to remain that way. But yeah, that was a... Oh, and we also got Mercury as well. That was something we did this episode. Not nothing happened. There we go. But thank you very much for watching, and in the next episode, we will definitely be arriving at Ceres. And in fact, how close is the invasion fleet? It's almost halfway there. That may arrive next episode. It probably will be the end of the episode when these guys will arrive. So we should be very much ready for them. And yeah. Oh look, there's the part of the damaged fleet that attacked that we had in that battle. But yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.